Welcome back to the not televised revolution. Some of this story especially is really hard for me to follow. Free speech is one of the few things we have left, and you'll get a link right here. Sorry for the lack of jokes. I will provide you with a comedy for the crustiest of connoisseurs. Don't doubt me. A new joke every week. As a reminder to every subscriber, I know you guys are tuning in for the jokes. Share the show with your friends. And if you do, I will promise you. I will promise you. And if you know me by now, if you don't know me by now, I will give you a new joke every week. At least one, probably two or three. Um, Covering the news is not an easy task. So please at least like and subscribe and share. This is work. I know I'm not getting paid for it, but that doesn't mean it's not work. I mean, I have to buy gear and stuff. Sorry to bitch at you guys. But upcoming Trump executive order would give FCC's Agit Pi power to censor the internet. This makes me very, very angry. Shoot, I hit the wrong button. Um, so beyond angry. I mean, look at that. How could you not get mad about that? How is that not the most punchable face in the entire world? I mean, that should be on a child's boxing training balloon or whatever they use. This is very terrifying. Leaked draft. I do better with jokes when I have co-hosts. Leaked draft of Trump executive order to censor the internet denounced as dangerous and unconstitutional edict. In practice, this executive order would mean that whichever political party is in power could dictate what speech is allowed on the internet. I thought the internet belonged to us. I thought the people that built the internet were good people and they had a dream. Well, civil liberty groups are warning of major threat to online freedom and First Amendment rights if a leaked draft of a Rump, that guy, the orange asshole administration edict, dubbed by critics as a censor the internet executive order that would give powerful federal agencies far-reaching power to pick and choose which kind of internet material is and is not acceptable is allowed to go into effect. According to CNN, which obtained a copy of the draft, the new rule calls for the FCC to develop new regulations clarifying how and when the law protects social media websites when they decide to remove or suppress content on their platforms. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Give me 1 second. Freedom of speech is screwed. We're looking at it right in front of our faces. We have to get our feet in the street, my people. According to CNN, which obtained a copy of the draft, the new rule calls for the FCC, who won't let me be or let me be, so let me see. It could feel empty without me. Even I could get shut down from this kind of stuff. And I got, what, 20 followers? This could be really, really bad for democracy and free speech. New regulations clarifying how and when the law protects social media websites when they decide to remove or suppress. Yeah, I say swear words on my shows at, 5 or 6 times per episode, and that's enough to just no one ever even gets a chance to see it. I know that my most watched video had 0 swear words, so I have personal experience with this. Although still in its early stages and subject to change, the Trump administration's draft order also calls for the Federal Trade Commission to take those new policies into account when it investigates or files lawsuits against misbehaving companies. I really, really, really detest this vague language right here. Misbehaving companies. That could mean so many different things. Like, you could be a company that happens to sit on a supply of fresh water and you don't want to allow, uh, oil drilling to put your community in danger. That could be construed as misbehaving. I mean, misbehaving against what? This is terrifying and it's freaking me out, and this is when I do episodes by myself. I'm like, I'm freaked out, I'm doing it, I don't care if I have a co-host. While Politico was the first to report how the draft was being circulated by the White House, CNN notes that it put into effect. The order would reflect a significant escalation by the president. I won't use the proper noun. And it's not because I'm a lib, okay? Leave a comment. Somebody, anybody, please. I'm not a regular lib. In his frequent attacks against social media companies over an alleged but unproven systematic bias against conservatives by technology platforms. This is awesome. Conservatives do this thing called deflection. No, projection. Projection. My bad. I I will, unlike most people, accept when I'm wrong. It's called projection. So when they say bias against conservatives, that is projection. And that means they have bias towards liberals. And that's why, as a true leftist, I get really angry when somebody calls me a liberal, because I'm not a liberal. And all they are doing is projecting the wrongs of conservatives onto liberals. Projecting. Machiavelli. They are accusing us of what they are guilty of. That's what projection is. Like, I'm not a racist, you're a racist. Why am I a racist? You're anti-white because you want to let brown people through the border. I only want to... What? I only want to let brown people through the border because we bombed the country. What? No. Conservatives call us snowflakes because conservatives are the snowflakes. While Politico was the first to report how the draft was being circulated by the White House, CNN notes that it put it into effect, the order would reflect a significant escalation by the rump in his frequent attacks against social media companies over alleged but unproven systematic bias against conservative technology platforms. So yeah, this is the rump acting like a big fat baby. There's no other way to call it the truth, the truth. This is the rump acting like a big fat baby. Big old 70-year-old baby. It's super dumb. And it could lead to a significant reinterpretation of a law that its authors have insisted was meant to give rich companies broad freedom to handle content as they see fit. Big fat old grumpy racist baby is upset that he can't give more money to his rich friends, including this guy. Um, uh, yeah, I don't have the energy to cover this story, but these links are not easy to find. Thank you, Mike Figueredo. I will leave all these links in the description. Uh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I, it's not easy being the actor and the director. This show is over, but the conversation will never, ever end. Thanks for tuning in.